I was supposed to record the video, but I just stumbled across this, and I don't think I want to scroll more down before I get my fucking channel deleted. How I got the strongest sword in Hypixel Skyblock.
The Dark Claim.
I love underlying slaughter.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. These are some whole strats, oh no.
With all the different phases of the boss fight, the average M7 run takes around 8 to 9 minutes. Unless you're us, and it takes like 12 because...
Nowadays, the average M7 run takes around 5 to 6 minutes if you're a sweaty top player. If your run takes more than 7 minutes, then you are probably like around Cata 46, 47 playing M7. That means you probably can't skip dragons, which is like a pretty important part of M7 because that essentially speeds up the run significantly as well. The reason why Powliner probably took 12 minutes was the same exact reason. He wasn't skipping at the time, and at the time, skipping was very difficult. I think this was recorded in 2023.
The higher it is, the better your stats are, and at this point, my level was 44.
I just want to say, he has been Cata 48 for the past year and a half. He took so long that I went from Cata 42 to Cata 56 by the time he uploaded again, which is this video right here.
Normally, parties will have the lowest level play the healer class.
I just want to say something pretty funny. One of my good friends, Molten66, I play with her occasionally, and sometimes she wants to play healer, and Molten66 is like Cata 76, and that's like 20 Cata levels above me, and I play fucking Arch. I'm not saying he's wrong. What he's saying is perfectly correct. Like, the lowest Cata player should always be playing healer.
And while as a tank, you're basically AFK for half the boss fight.
At low Cata, you should be camping under here. So if you're like Cata 43, Cata 44, then you camp. But if you're Cata like 48, 49, you should start Necron tanking, and you should go and start doing yellow pad. You clear the yellow pad section. You have to pre-crush yellow pad. In this case, Powliner is playing at Cata 44, which I do not recommend because playing Burrs Cata 44 is like sort of a nuisance. You need to at least be like Cata 48 to play Burrs. It's a DPS class, and we need DPS, which is why it's very important. Same thing for Arch, same thing for Mage. It's funny because some sweatier Cata 50 parties, even if you're Cata 50 playing Arch, Mage, or Burrs, that wouldn't be enough. If you have low MP, you will probably get kicked from the party. MP has a very big factor when it comes to like your total output damage. So not only is your Cata have to be like at 50, but your MP and your gear has to be completely maxed out. Or not completely maxed out. Your MP has to be at least 1400 MP to play Burrs or Mage, and the recommended is 1500 MP for Archers.
Catacombs level. At my level, I'd have to spam click the Gloomlock Grimoire during every phase ever. And that leaves us with only one class left, Berserker. And boy am I happy I got to play this. Hence why mini-bosses just spontaneously combust. However, even with all of this, it's still incredibly easy to die on this floor. Miss an ice spray on a mini, and it's probably over.
If you're not dog at the game, then you shouldn't die at all.
There's even different arrows you can buy, half of which are completely useless, but the rest are good. I chose to use bouncy arrows because, just listen to the sounds.
What's up, guys? Albert Fingernoodle here.
Except the mob started going to the gym 3 times per day.
Oh, hell no.
This phase is pretty simple, but if the tank dies, then so does everyone else.
Not if you're good at M7, you're not gonna die half.
Shortly after entering phase 2, you'll see
300 black men
who immediately die, and it's the archers and berserkers' job to clear all of these guys as quickly as possible.
A little small parenthesis, Mage clears the towers and leaves one alive. Burrs only clears the pads and the section right here. Archer clears the entirety of middle, the entirety of Archer sections and the sides, and the entirety of his section. Oh, and the pads, I forgot, and the pads, which is right here. I don't know why Powliner is in here, he's not supposed to be here.
The healer had to do a strategy commonly called the Yoinky Sploinky.
Okay, I got another ad. Okay, basically it's pre-deving. Everybody knows what that is.
But none of them will even open unless you've already completed phase 2. None of them except devices 2 and 3. So Lekken makes it to these 2 and completes them as quickly as possible. That's not all though. After doing that, he then creates a ghost pickaxe again, and mines through here into phase 4, where he bonzo jumps to the middle and places down a decoy, before finally leaping back to a teammate. A decoy? What is he, a schizo or something?
He already mentioned this in a little bit after in the video. I think he mentions it like around here. Yeah, the decoys, they don't work anymore. Obviously, I think everyone knows that already. They don't work, and the reason why they used decoys back then was because you do so much more damage if you place it next to Necron. Unfortunately, the admins patched anything that was fun, so now we can't do that anymore.
Which does a small 999,999 damage. But luckily he's stupid. Then the healer and I stand on the pads to crush him with the green and yellow pillars, while the archer does the archering.
I'm pretty sure the mage does all the damage, but like yet again, they nerfed a lot of stuff that Arch had. So they had like terror boots or terror leggings, and they have all these items to do like a shit ton of damage. They all got nerfed. I'd say about 60% of the damage comes from mage, because they need a Chem 5 Hyperion, and that thing does like a lot of damage to withers. Arch doesn't do as much damage as mage.
The best part about it is doing cool bonzo staff parkour. But I never seem to get it right. I don't know, I think the game must be bugged or something.
Also, he's jumping off the wrong platform. He should be bonzoing here and here, not directly forward.
And after completing all the terminals, Golder finally has enough and personally challenges you to a fight, right before personally dying, because Archer is a fair and balanced class.
Again, Archer is not the main DPS against withers, but I guess this is a little outdated. Also, I don't know why the fuck is there a mage beam going through the wall.
And there's one final boss left.
I just realized, is he going for red relic?
But thankfully, you can't just insta-kill every dragon nowadays, so...
Yeah, pretty much.
As the name would suggest, this drop is a dye. You can dye your armor a different color, which I wouldn't even be able to see because I use a texture pack.
Also, no normal M7 player uses first category burn power. Please use a normal texture pack. Thank you.